Shine bright up all night. We're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes. We're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only a day. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. On the day we are together again. On the day we are together again. I will pull you in close like a hoop with no end. On the day we are together again. We will share the same table again. We will share the same table again. I will pass you the salt. The candlelight will bend when we share the same table again. We will walk around the block hand in hand. We will walk around the block hand in hand. We will stop for a snack at the taco truck stand. When we walk around the block hand in hand. Someday we will go back to work. Someday we will go back to work. May we be among people who respect our work. Someday we will go back to work. I will write you a letter for now. I will write you a letter for now. Hope is a message that survives somehow. I will write you a letter for now. I will help the strangers I meet. I will help the strangers I meet. It is possible to get back on our feet. I will help the strangers I meet. To the healers who keep us alive. To the healers who keep us alive. A toast to your courage, knowledge and light. To the healers who keep us alive. And the ones we love who are gone. And the ones we love who are gone. We remember the stories and we sing the songs for the ones we love who are gone. And on the day we are together.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time. Today is February 26, 2024, 5:15 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. So, there's a probable cause affidavit that someone just dropped just a little bit ago, probably 30 minutes ago. I was out when this happened and I wanted to go live like immediately, but I couldn't. We're going to read it together. Uh, I just took a blood pressure pill because my blood pressure is, I read it and my blood pressure's, my head feels like it's coming off. So, yes, trigger warning. It is heartbreaking. So, we're going to read it. Let me pull it up here. Warning: the following content is for mature audiences. It may. No, it's not. Hold on one second. All right. All right. All right. This is for Jesse Vang, 3918 Mishcot Road, Two Rivers, Wisconsin. Date of birth 11/4/84. 5'2", says weight 100 pounds. Count one: neglecting a child, specified harm not to occur, and child under 6 years of age, PTAC, as a party to a crime. The above named defendant on or between February 12th, 2024, February 20th, 24, in the city of Two Rivers, Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, as a party to a crime, being a person responsible for the welfare of victim child, date of birth 8 of 2020, through his actions for reasons other than poverty, did negligently fail to provide necessary care so as to seriously endanger the physical, mental, or emotional health of the child, and the natural and probable consequences of the violation would be harm under 948.213 A, B, C, or D. Wisconsin stat: although the harm did not actually occur and the child, contrary to 948.212 and 3E, 939.503I, 939.05, Wisconsin stat, a class 1 felony and upon conviction may be fined not more than $10,000 or imprisoned for more than 3 years and 6 months or both. Now we're getting to the probable cause. This is what matters. The complaint alleges he is informed by the reports of Megan Clumplin, known to complaint to be a detective of the Two Rivers Police Department, Detectives Lieutenant Jacob Glasser, or the Two Rivers Police Department, that the indicted occurred in the city of Two Rivers, Manitowoc County, Wisconsin. Based upon information provided to the detectives on February 20th, 2024, the Two Rivers Police Department was notified by dispatch that Jesse Vang called 911 at 10:59 a.m., reporting that he was babysitting a 3-year-old child victim. Vang reported that while watching the child, he fell asleep. When he woke up, the child was missing. Law enforcement responded to the Vang residence at 3918 Mishcot Road, apartment 102 in Two Rivers, I never can say that county, Wisconsin, in an attempt to locate the victim. Law enforcement has been unsuccessful in locating the victim as of February 26th, 2024. Okay. Bear with me 1 second. All right. This is really bad, y'all. On February 20th, 2024, Detective Clumplin of the Two Rivers Police Department spoke with Vang at the residence at 3918 Mishcot Road, apartment 102. Vang said he is in a relationship with the victim's mother, Katrina Barr. Vang stated that victim has been staying with him recently. Vang stated that he has been trying to help Katrina correct victims' bad behaviors. Vang stated that he has been assisting with the care of the victim for approximately 1 month, but not continuously. Vang stated that on today's date, February 20th, 2024, he woke up with his autistic teenager son. Vang helped his son with getting on the bus at approximately 7:30 a.m. Vang stated the victim was still asleep after he walked his son out to the bus. Vang stated that he woke the victim at approximately 8 a.m. and brought him into the bedroom with him. Vang stated that he shut the door and Vang fell asleep. Vang stated that he woke up at approximately 11 a.m. and found that the victim was gone. Vang stated, 1 second, y'all. Guys, I apologize. Someone's at my door. 1 second. I apologize. That was DoorDash. Okay. My son ordered something. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Where was I? Vang stated that the victim was asleep after he walked to son to the bus. Vang stated that he shut the door and Vang fell asleep. Vang stated that he woke up at approximately 11 a.m. and found that the victim was gone. Vang said that he then called 911 to report the victim missing. I am out of breath. I just ran up 3 flights of stairs. Okay. On February 20th, 2024, Detective Lieutenant Glasser spoke to Barr Barr stated that the victim has been in the care of Jesse Vang for approximately 1 week. Barr resides in Wisconsin Dells. Katrina stated, I'll just call her Katrina. Katrina stated that she dropped off victim with Jesse Vang on February 12th, 2024 in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. She intended on the victim coming back to the Wisconsin Dells on Friday, February 23rd, 2024. On February 20th, 2024, DCI agent Neil Laffey did speak with Katrina and denied that she was in Manitowoc County area on February 16th through the 17th, 2024. Detective Klumplin is aware that pursuant to search warrants, law enforcement did conduct forensic extractions on Jesse Vang and Katrina's cell phones after they were consensually turned over to law enforcement. Based upon analysis of these cell phones, specifically location data obtained, the law enforcement obtained information that contradicted Katrina's statements that she had not been in Manitowoc area on February 16th and February 17th, 2024. Law enforcement located messages from Jesse's and Katrina at approximately 6:39 p.m. and 6:49 p.m. on February 17th, 2024, where Vang tells Katrina that he is angry that the victim overfilled his diaper with poop and pee, and that Vang reported victim gave the victim a cold shower. Vang noted that the victim was clean but scared. Detective Glasser spoke with Katrina, and she stated that Jesse was the enforcer of the rules in the relationship, and that was the reason for sending victim to stay with Jesse. She discussed with him the limits of the discipline she did not want to use. Other than that, she said she was fine with whatever discipline Jesse enforces. She gave examples of discipline, including praying, saying he was sorry, and going over 4 rules the victim is supposed to be memorizing. I don't believe that for a freaking minute. Praying. Well, you know what, Katrina? You could have prayed with him. He didn't need a stranger to pray with him. My blood pressure's so high, y'all. I can't. Um, At no point did she admit that she was in the city of Two Rivers between February 12th, 2024 and February 20th, 24, or had any face-to-face contact with the victim. She said she was discussing behavior issues with Jesse around Thanksgiving of 2023, and he said she needed to try harder to stop the behavior. Oh, God. Katrina stated she wanted Jesse to teach victim by example how to be a man. Remember what the neighbor told us? She was going there to teach him how to be a big boy. She said the first time victim had gone to stay with Jesse without her was in January of 2024. She said the past week was the longest time victim had stayed with Jesse without her being there. Detective Glasser said while while talked about the past week, she admitted that she had been in Two Rivers on February 16th, 2024. That is literally 10 days ago. She said she left Wisconsin Dells around 6 or 7 p.m. and arrived at Two Rivers late at night. She saw the victim on the couch, but he was tired. She said she left early morning on February 17th, 2024. She was confronted about being in Two Rivers on a different day, and she did admit she was in Two Rivers on February 14th for a period of time and then went back home. On February 20th, 2024, Vang consented to meeting with law enforcement at TRPD and agreed to a consensual interview. During the course of the interview conducted by Detective Michael Hernanen at the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Office, Vang made consensual statements in one second. Gotta switch it over. Okay. In regards to his recent interactions with victim, Vang stated that the victim is afraid of him. That the victim is afraid of him. Then he corrected himself and stated that he respected him. He stated that they put the victim here as a punishment for his bad behavior. I'm going to read that again. Vang stated that the victim is afraid of him, then corrected himself and stated that he respects me, end quote. He stated that they put the victim here as a punishment for his bad behavior. He's 3 years old. They were trying to teach him how to be good here and good at home. Vang indicated that he is trying to make him understand that, quote, going home is like a privilege for him. He's 3. Vang stated that the victim was disciplined using timeouts. He described the timeouts as being standing for periods of time for 1 to 3 hours. 1 to 3 hours. It is 1 minute for every year of age. He should not have been standing for more than 3 minutes in a corner. For 1 to 3 hours, 1 minute per year, maximum. During this time, victim was required to pray or say, quote, mommy, or sorry, I'm sorry, mommy, end quote. Vang reported that victim was in, quote, timeout for the majority of the time with Jesse, as it was intended as a form of boot camp. Other than getting into things, Jesse was unable to identify specific behaviors which required a timeout. So you didn't even have a fucking example, did you? Vang reported that the victim is not potty trained and that he is still wearing diapers. Vang advised that he changed the victim's diaper, quote, at least once per day, end quote. On the evening of February 19th, 2024, Vang changed victim's diaper prior to him going to bed at approximately 8 to 9 p.m. He then watched, quote, Ready Player One, end quote. He stated that victim was not watching the movie as Vang put him in punishment, end quote. He gets pretty tired from, I guess, like from standing too, Jesse says. Yeah, for 1 to 3 hours. Absolutely. Absolutely, he does. 1 second. Okay. He explained he does not want to be mean to him, but he is trying to teach him to be more respectful. He was asked about February 19th, 2024, if he made the victim stand, to which he replied, yeah, for probably like 2 to 3 hours, end quote. Vang confirmed again that the victim stands for 2 to 3 hours without sitting. In the event that the victim tries to sit down, Vang will say, quote, you want cold water? End quote. He then indicated, quote, he's fine. It's not like his knees are shaking and you're about to fall over, end quote. On the morning of February 20th, 2024, Vang woke up at approximately 7:30 a.m. hours and prepared his son for school. At the time, he saw the victim sleeping on the futon sofa in the living room. Vang took his son to the bus stop and locked the apartment door. Upon returning to the apartment, Vang found victim still sleeping on the sofa. He woke victim and then they ate breakfast. He reported that the victim ate some cereal, which had frosting on one side and wheat on the other without milk. Then they went to Vang's bedroom, where victim was told to stand and pray near the foot of Vang's bed. He did not change victim's diaper as he was too tired, and pray near the foot of Vang's bed. Sorry, I already read that. He was too tired. Victim was not allowed to do, quote, fun things as he was in, quote, timeout. When asked about any toys in the apartment, Vang reported that there was one toy which he received at Christmas time. The toy was similar to a toolbox, however, he was not allowed to play with it during uh, that week of February 12th, 2024 and February 20th, 2024, as he was in a timeout, quote, end quote. When asked what happens if when asked what happens if hold on, when asked what happens if the timeouts do not work, with victim, Vang stated that he would give him an quote ultimatum, end quote. Vang reported that the ultimatum was usually, quote, do you want some cold water, end quote. Vang reported that the victim did not like cold water, but did not know why. When asked about when asked about what the victim ate while he was with Vang, he stated pizza, noodles, cereal, and similar items. He stated that the victim was still bottle fed and that he was trying to get him to eat regular food. He was unable to provide specific details as to the food. When Vang was sleeping, he would lock the door to the apartment at the doorknob deadbolt with a security chain at the top of the door to keep the victim from walking out of the apartment. Boy, that says something there. Vang reported that on the evening prior to the victim going missing, he had consumed 3 12-ounce Budweiser beers and 1 uh cli what is it? Benzodiazepine as a sleep aid. The information provided by Agent Lawfully, Oswood, Detective Herman, Detective Glasser, Detective Klumplin is believed because they have provided true and reasonable information as law enforcement officers. The information provided by Jesse Vang and Katrina Burr is believed as and based upon their observances and their experiences. To Klonopin. The complaint is informed by the records of Wisconsin Circuit Court, CCAP, Crime Information Bureau, CIB, National Crime Information Center, NCIC, and or the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, DOT, known to complaint to be reliable as they are recorded, maintained by the circuit courts and or government agencies that have provided true, reasonable information in the past, and that the defendant has been convicted of the offenses, crimes which remain on the records of unreserved. PTC, crime, damage to property, flee of an officer, battery by prison, child abuse, intentionally causing harm, manufacturing, delivering Coca-Cola, possession of Coca-Cola, resist, obstruct officer, uh, federal bail jump, habitual offender, DC 07. You were just now seeing his rap sheet? No, I'm not just now seeing his rap sheet. I'm reading a probable cause affidavit. I read every single word of the affidavit. Some creators don't. I read every single word. I don't even know what to say, y'all. I don't even know what to say. This kid, this baby, stood one. This baby stood for 1 to 3 hours. Thank you, Margaret. 1 to 3 hours at a time, and I bet you it was way worse than what he's even saying, guys. Thank you for reading. The father is in prison. Or what is it? Thank you for reading it. I couldn't do it because I was crying too hard. The baby was tortured. How can anyone torture a child like that? The father is in prison. I wonder what he thinks. Maybe he should pay a visit to Jesse and find out where his kid is. Yes, but the only problem with that 77 is he strangled children, his own children. So he's not any better. That's the problem. It is. It really is. I'm going to take calls if anybody wants to call in, or you can call in, or if you have any information, you can text it. Oh, my blood pressure, guys. I would hate to see it right now. I would hate to see this right now. I'm gonna see if anything is coming out. Let me see here. 1 second. Thank you for calling. Hey, babe. How are you?
Thank you for reading this. I am just furious because I have twin toddlers that are the same age. And this is extreme. It's not even. And you know what? It makes sense of why his son is the way he is. When it comes to body language, looking at Elijah in that mechanic shop on the 16th, and how his son is very shy, very introverted, and very not interactive with people. I'm starting to see the correlation between that.
Yes. You it's like, was he born this way, or did he screw him up to be this way? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell did he do to his own son?
That's what I mean. Is his son is very introverted, shy, and is not very. He's friendly, but he's not outgoing. He's very quiet, very shy, and very introverted. And listening to how what's stated in the PCA of how he treated Elijah makes sense, and it kind of relates to why his son is the way he is too. Not just being autistic, but the intimidation factor of you normally have a bubbly kid, and they can't be kids.
No.
It's against, to him, they can't even be a kid. There's one toy, or sit and watch a movie, and he gets in trouble.
I couldn't stand an hour in a corner, let alone 3 hours.
No one could. No. And I agree with you totally, to where I don't believe he said the minimum. He didn't say the whole thing.
It's
my gut just says that, and I agree with that completely.
Yeah, this is way worse. This is there's so much more to this, guys. And I do believe there is people out there that know that there's more to this. More about what was going on, and if they do, they need to talk to authorities for Elijah's
sake. On the same note, there's also a lot of intimidation factors for them not to talk to,
Such as?
which makes it scary in itself.
How do you mean?
The intimidation factors of like Jesse and his family.
Oh,
in
yeah.
their history.
Yeah. I'm sure that they're intimidated by Jesse's family because they're rough. They're rough.
Yep. And from what locals have told me, his brother was higher up in the gang there, and he went to prison and soon Jesse went up once he went away, and then vice versa. So you can only imagine on the outside it was looking like he was doing better. He got himself a business, but behind closed doors, it doesn't look like he was doing what on the outside was looking in, you know?
Not at all. Not at all.
My heart is it just hurts, and I'm upset. And this is why we do what we do. It's because babies like Elijah need people in their corner. And thank you, Justin. Thank you, everybody in chat that's been helping get his name, get his story out there. We need to advocate and support these littles that don't deserve this.
Miranda makes a good point. That baby's legs were too tired to walk away from that home after standing so long with not even a clean diaper.
Diaper rash? Yep.
Well, I mean,
that's what I'm thinking. Once a day, he probably had diaper rash.
Oh, I'm sure he did. And can you imagine standing for 1 to 3 hours at a time, being 3 years old? He wouldn't have energy to walk.
No. They have a lot of energy, but not like that.
So
they need to be up, moving, and having fun, and still having time to rest.
Nobody gave him
This
that.
type of punishment.
Hold on. Jesse took that. No, I mean, you know what? He may have even, not that the affidavit says, and not that Jesse admitted in the affidavit, but it wouldn't surprise me if Jesse gave him drugs.
Right. There's been speculation, or if he's touched drugs, but we've been trying to be cautious on our speculation, being that we have been working in the same groups as family from both sides of the family.
Right.
From the Bowers and the abuse. So we've been cautious on speculating, but the cases that we've covered in the past make it hard not to speculate or question.
Yeah. But, and yeah, I'm just so disappointed. Oh my God. I'm so disappointed.
We can't stop until we find this baby. And I will touch base with you in a little bit. I'm getting ready to be next to my babies, and I'm going to hug them even tighter than I did this morning.
Yes.
And hug your kids a little tighter, because
Amen.
Monsters are right next to us. And on that note, thank you, Justin, for everything. And
thank you, my love.
I'll see you in chat, y'all.
Thank you for calling. Guidance.
Love you.
Love you,
Bye.
honey. Bye-bye. That was our sweet guidance. Trina, thank you so much for becoming a member. I do appreciate your support. It means a lot. And Donna, you are exactly right. Emma, rewind. I just read the probable cause. It's horrible. It's horrible. And you aren't supposed to spank or punish your child for potty training. You use a reward system. That's exactly right. Most of us would walk through hell barefooted for our children. He was treating the baby like he was a military prisoner. Thank you for calling.
Hi, Justin. I've been watching you since you did, I think it's Audrey Cunningham's story, and now this story.
Yes.
And I'm furious, especially with this little boy's story, because I am a mother of a missing child.
Oh my God.
And my daughter was 2.5 years when she was kidnapped. And my daughter's abduction was stranger abduction. And my daughter's been missing 25 years and never been found.
Oh my
So I
God.
know this makes me furious, and these people that do this stuff to children need to be locked up. You should not get out.
And throw away the key.
Exactly, because our babies are coming up missing because of these monsters out here.
Yes. Yes.
And I fight every day to find my daughter. And my police department has done me wrong, but I still fight to find her. And so when I heard about this case here, Elijah and him being 3 years old, and my daughter was 2.5, and the, not changing the diaper, just not taking care of him is making me furious. Because now I have 12 grandkids, and I have a 3-year-old grandson that's autistic. And if something was ever to happen to any of my grandkids, I wouldn't know what to do because I already deal with having a missing daughter.
I don't. It's my heart breaks for people that is in that club, the club that nobody wants to be in, right? Of
Exactly.
missing a child or a child passing for, illnesses or anything, just passing. I
Right. With Audrey's case, I already knew. I knew deep down in my heart that she wasn't alive no more because of, how things were portrayed and, the things that I heard. And I was talking to my caseworker with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children the day that they found her. And, right when I got off the phone with her, that's when the news came out that she was found in the river. And it broke my heart because these kids don't have chances these days at all. They don't.
No, these parents, they care more about themselves. I mean, once you have kids, like it's no longer about you. Those days are over. You know what I mean? Your kids own
Exactly.
you. You know what I mean? That's the way it is.
Right.
It just just can't
And I hope
imagine.
this mom never gets out of jail. If she had something to do with her son's disappearance, I
Yeah.
hope she never gets out of jail.
The problem that bothers me with this mother is she's been through this before, right? Her, Elijah's dad, her ex, strangled the kids, right? Neglected the kids. That's what he's in prison for. And she said she was done with these type of people, and she gets right back in with another family member,
Right.
with the exact same thing. There's obviously, I'm not saying the entire family's like this, but there's obviously something wrong in certain individuals in this family
Exactly.
on
And
his side. On his side.
right. And I'm sure she probably knows what happened to her son.
I think she does.
She doesn't
Absolutely.
want to see it. And I hope they throw the key away on this mom and this monster. I think anybody that deals with murder or that steals a child, they need to be locked up for life.
Yes.
Sex offenders, all that.
Yes.
One strike, you're out.
Yes.
You're out because us as parents are doing the best job we can do with our kids,
Yeah.
but these monsters are finding them.
Parenting
And
isn't easy for any of us. It's not
no,
easy for any of us. But damn, I mean, don't do this to your kids.
right. If
Three,
I could turn back time, I
Mhm.
would.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you, from a parent, it only takes a second for your child to come up missing.
Yes.
You turn around and turn back around, your child can be gone.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's what happened to mine.
And
Yep.
the problem is with these people, you know, I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think Elijah went missing that morning. I think he went missing before that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. And, you know, the first press conference they had, the police department didn't say nothing, and they should have. You
Yeah.
know, they
Yeah.
should have.
I agree.
You know, they can't tell us everything,
Sure.
but they could have gave us more. You know, the police are not going to tell. Even I don't even get all that information, and they're not going to let the public know. But my daughter came up missing close to a landfill, and so with them searching, I mean, I don't know if they use helicopters that, you know, detect heat, because that's what they did with my daughter.
Uh-huh.
And if that baby was still alive in that landfill and they used that, they would have, you know, got that heat source.
Right.
So I don't think that, I think he's not alive, and, you know, it's just, he could be in that landfill. But
I think he's in the landfill.
yeah.
Did you ever know Quentin Simon case? Did you ever hear Quentin Simon? He was
No.
a little boy that I covered probably 2 years ago now, and he was from Savannah, Georgia, and his mom murdered him, threw him in a dumpster at a trailer park, and he was found in the landfill about 2 months later. I went down there for
He
that
could
one.
just break my heart.
It was bad.
Yeah.
If you ever you know, want exposure for your daughter missing or anything, email me.
Okay.
I'll be happy to, you know, do what I can.
Yeah, her case is well known out here. I've been on Nancy Grace in People's Magazine.
Oh,
I've been
wow.
on all kinds of shows. So her case is big. So
What's your daughter's name?
Tika Lewis from Tacoma, Washington.
Tika, T-I.
So Peekah Lewis.
K-H.
Lewis.
Oh, goodness bless your heart. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, her case is well known.
Wow.
Actually, I just did a Nancy Grace show 2 years ago. About a year ago, yeah. Because we had a new picture come out. LSU did my daughter's picture instead of the National Center.
Did you do this National Center of Missing and Exploited video?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Oh, wow. God bless you. Thank you for, you know, you're doing all the right things, you know. Do they have any suspects or anything in your daughter's case?
They do. They're looking for a white man with pulp. But I'm going to tell you now, and I will go more in depth with you off.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, the Tacoma Police Department messed up in my case since day one.
Yeah.
It's one of those cases.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to do everything and anything they can for me because they don't want the problems.
Right.
They know they've messed up. Yeah.
Yeah, but
There's been suspects that they should have looked into day one, but they didn't do it.
I always say though, you can't unring a bell. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Once it's done, especially in the beginning, like it is so important to do it right in the beginning. Do it right
Yep.
in the beginning.
Oh yeah, they arrested somebody that night, but took her to the mental hospital and let her go.
Oh wow.
Yep. And now 24 years later, because they went last year to see her, she's mentally crazy. And something like this will mentally make you go crazy.
Oh, um yeah, I mean, I'm friends with Brandy Neal, who's missing her son, Monkey Michael Joseph Vaughn. His name is his nickname is Monkey. His name is Michael Joseph Vaughn, and he's from Idaho, Fruitland,
Mm-hmm.
Idaho. And I honestly, I don't know how you guys get through it, because I can't even get through it. You know what I mean? Just reporting and just having sympathy and doing what I do, like as a parent.
Yeah. A lot
Ugh.
of people do, podcasts on my daughter, but they don't get the stories correct.
Yeah.
They just take what they see from the media, and the
Right.
media does not tell you everything, and they mess up stories. I've
Right.
been through it. So, yeah, I just had to get on somebody on YouTube because the way she portrayed me. And I was like, you know what, you should have asked me before you even wrote that. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I
they
don't.
give us a bad name out here. With this parent, and I hope to God, and they could say no, that they give these people polygraphs. If they give them a polygraph, that's going to tell you everything right there, because they gave me a polygraph. And I was like, yep, let's take one. I had nothing to do with my daughter's spirit. But if they say no, guaranteed, if they say no, and they did something to that baby, they
Right.
both know. And that's what they need to do, is give those guys polygraphs.
Yeah.
I told the police, let's do it. Let's do it right now. So, and they did. And, I had nothing to do with it. I guarantee both of these guys know where he is.
They know exactly. They know exactly
Yep.
where he is.
Just like Audrey. That breaks my heart.
It's really, really bad. Okay, we're
Yep.
getting a press conference. We're getting a press release in right now.
Okay.
Okay, my
All right.
dear. Well, thank you so much. Text me on this number if you want, okay?
I will.
Okay.
I will.
All right, honey. Thank you for
All right.
calling. I appreciate you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, no calls just for one moment. We just got a press release that was just dropped 7 minutes ago. Release date February 26th, 5 p.m. their time, Central Time. Elijah has not been located. We continue to follow up on all tips and leads 24 hours a day. And before I go any further, I just want to state this group that is searching this, FBI and the local law enforcement and the volunteers, they are some of the best I've seen as far as just searching. They are going, like, I know that they're exhausted, but they're nonstop. And I just want if any of them sees this, I just want them to just say thank you. They're working so hard. Elijah has not been located. We continue to follow up on tips and leads 24 hours a day. With the help of sheriff's deputies from all over the state, a large search remains at the landfill. Searches of both the East and the West Twin Rivers are being conducted with the help of Wings of Hope and North Star as well as Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department dive team and the Brown County Sheriff's Department dive team. You will also continue to see large-scale canvases of areas in the Manitowoc County, both urban and rural. People continue to ask what they can do in help locating Elijah. Everyone, not just Two Rivers residents, should check their properties and check anywhere a child could be. If you locate Elijah, call 911. If you locate something you believe relates to the case, or you have a tip or information you could be helpful that could be helpful, call our tip line 844-267-6648. Again, it's 844-267-6648. We have also received requests to donate toward the search efforts in locating Elijah, as well as requests to donate towards increasing the reward for information leading to locating of Elijah or arrest of the persons involved in or responsible for his disappearance. You may make such donations in person during normal business hours at our police department or city hall customer service windows. We are still working for an online option, and I will provide that when it becomes available. Beware, we have become aware of third party scams seeking money or personal information from those helping to find Elijah. Donation should only go through Two Rivers City Hall or Police Department, reliable sources dedicated to the efforts of Elijah's family. We are also aware of fraudulent individuals seeking money or information while organizing search parties with others simply looking to take advantage of this tragedy. Elijah's family asks that you reach out directly to Linda View or Orson View or through Facebook to participate in family coordinated search efforts or for any other assistance. Two Rivers Police Department continues to be your sole source for accurate, up to date information regarding this case, and locating Elijah is our priority. Ben Minert, Chief of Police. And that is the latest. Wow. There has been no confirmed reportings of Elijah that I am aware of. And again, you would think that someone would have seen him, heard him, seen him on camera. Also, in the probable cause affidavit, what does Jesse say that he does? He locks the door, then he deadbolts it, and then he chain locks it. I agree. The last is yes. Sorry, just 1 second. Well, not only that, Mohawk, the poor baby was standing, you know, I think he was standing nonstop. Amy says, I'm going to go out on a limb here. There are cameras in view somewhere on that property to have seen him if their story was true. I have a 3-year-old son. In my eyes, he's still a baby. He's absolutely still a baby. Absolutely. Princess says, it makes no sense that not. Thank you for calling, caller.
Hi, Justin. I want to keep my name anonymous.
Sure,
I
of
just wanna
course.
Say, I live about about an hour and a half away from Wisconsin Dells. So this is right in my backyard.
Sure.
But I want to say that the name Vang and prison is synonymous. I know this firsthand. I have a nephew that got messed up with them, and he went to prison for 6 years.
He got messed up with them? Like the family?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
The Vang family, yeah. He got messed up, and he was selling drugs and weapons and everything. And he spent 6 years. He got out, and he was working in a broom factory about an hour away from the community that they're in, which is about an hour and a half north of me. But they got wind of where he was, and they drug him back in because they wanted their money, they wanted their drugs, and they wanted their guns back. That was taken in the raid when my nephew was sent up.
Wow.
So my nephew went back into it, and the first time he went in, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children. My nephew or my brother got custody of the first child, the oldest child. One got adopted to a niece or an aunt in Minnesota, the mother's aunt in Minnesota. The mother is in an institution because the drug that they were doing, she got into, and she's not right anymore. She's like crazy in the head. And so she doesn't have the kids either. And then my nephew from here adopted 3 of them. So they've all stayed with family, but his family was broken up. And it was all because of a Vang. And so then the second time around, he goes back into prison. There's one child that the mother said that my nephew was the father. Thank God he wasn't. But then there is another little one that, yes, he is. So in this, he's lost 6 children. He's lost his family, all for the Vangs. The Vangs are not good people.
Right.
I worked in a family in a factory, and they bust these people in from an hour and a half north of us because we didn't have enough people. And one of them was a Vang, and he was kind of messing with me. And I said, "Don't mess with me. I will screw you up big time." I said, "If I can't do it myself, I have people that will."
Yes.
I said, "Do not mess with me." But I have the same last name as my nephew, so he thought he could mess with me. You ain't messing with me. But it's just the name Vang in prison is synonymous.
Wow.
About, I want to say it was maybe 2 years ago, maybe between 2 and 3 years ago, there was an execution at a rock quarry. And they had something to do with that. I am quite sure.
So, whenever this, I don't want to say all of the family are criminals, but there's there was someone that came to me and they said that they're like allegedly a lot of them are like a ring of criminals.
Yes.
You know, and I think that there's somebody's gotten caught up in it. You know what I mean?
They're just, any of them that I've ever had the knowledge of,
Yeah.
is in trouble.
Yeah, Mohawk. It seems like it's the males. Yes, absolutely. The males. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely the male.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I was married to a farmer, and we had farmland, and it was next to the DNR. Let me tell you about these people. And it was winter. It was like deep in the fall. We had snow on the ground, and they were squirrel hunting. Well, we couldn't do anything because it was on public hunting land next to ours.
Uh-huh.
But they got a squirrel, and they shish kebabbed it live. And they roasted it, and they ate it. The next day, one of the ones shot the other one. Didn't kill him, but injured him. And it was like, oh,
Can
my
you repeat
word.
that?
They were hunting,
Uh-huh.
okay?
Uh-huh.
Squirrel hunting. And they caught one that it wasn't dead yet. They shot it, but it wasn't dead. And they shish kebabbed it. They stuck a stick up one end and out the other end, and they roasted it and ate it. Well, they got to their camping and doing what they do and whatnot.
What were they hunting?
The next squirrel.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So then they did their camping overnight in the snow, and it was snowing around them and everything. And the next morning, one of the hunters got injured. And I was like, how do you go from your hunting, eating your prey, and then you get shot the next morning? That didn't make any sense to me either.
Huh.
And that again was that same last name.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Someone just sent me some very interesting stuff.
But I have firsthand knowledge of what they do when they get their claws into you, and it's not very nice. And the girlfriends of like the male members, girlfriends and wives, allegedly get passed around amongst the gang of them.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay. I worked in daycare for 3
So-
years. Sorry, I was just reading comment chat. Said I worked in a daycare for 3 years, and our timeouts consisted of sitting in a chair and not being allowed to participate in whatever activity we were doing at the time. Yes. Yeah. And for timeouts, it's generally a minute for every year that they are, right? And that's so it's just, I don't know. These people are Grumpy, I've heard that she has been trafficked before. I've heard that for sure. And it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me, to be honest with you. Go ahead, caller.
Okay. But yeah, so it's like I've had some interaction with that last name, and it's never been good, ever.
Yeah.
But when it comes to punishment, I was raised in a single family home. My father died when I was 6 months old. My mom was pregnant with the youngest one. Well, she was 3 months pregnant when my dad died. So I was the queen of the corner.
Yes.
I was always in trouble, in my nose in the corner, until she realized she's liking this. Because then I didn't have to interact with everybody else. I was liking the corner. So, and then that punishment went away too. But yeah, there's ways that being raised in a single family home that you can get punished and you're not hurt.
Right.
Big time, not hurt.
Wow. This is let me see this. This is the lights.
My mom raised 9 of us alone and never hurt any of us.
Exactly.
And never had a man in her life to discipline either.
Yeah, if you have something like that, another man in your home or whatever, they don't discipline them. They just don't. You just don't. It doesn't go well. It just doesn't go well.
Well, we woke up every Sunday morning to my dad's brother laid on the couch. He was a bachelor. And every morning he was every Sunday morning, sleeping on the couch. But that was because he took us fishing. He took us to the movie. took us mushroom hunting, ginseng hunting. We did things like that. We were very active, and he was the man in our life, but he was our uncle.
Right.
He was the only bachelor to ever give away 6 brides.
Wow.
That's how close we were to him.
Well, it's if you've got like an uncle, or if you've got even a good stepdad, or your mom, has a good man or whatever, that's one thing. But you gotta get to know them. But you can't allow someone that's been in your life for 6 weeks to.
Absolutely not. I have a daughter who has 2 teenage sons, and she has a man in her life. And I let her know, you ever think he's going to punish them, the wrath of grandma is coming, because those boys are my life.
Yeah.
And I will do nothing short of protecting them.
Right. 90
Nothing.
days. Is it 3 months? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was since like late fall, Erica, but you've heard 60 days, you hear 3 weeks, you hear 90 days. So, but it seems like they were, 3 months still. It's not enough. The problem that gets me, like, if she was scared of him after the police interviewed her, she shouldn't have lied. She shouldn't have lied where her location was, because that was her time to say, you know what, this man is bad, I've been scared, or whatever. You shouldn't have lied after that. So, well, thank you so much for calling, caller. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just taking a little break from sleep, and I have to work tonight. But I caught your live, and I'm like, I got to listen to Justin.
Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
All right, you have a good day, and
You too, my
take
dear.
care.
Thank you, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
A couple things coming in that I need to show you guys. First, I want to thank a couple. Julie, thank you so much. Canadian Cookie, or not Canadian Cookie, sorry, Canadian Mama Bear, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Sabrina, thank you so much for 8 months. Trina, thank you for becoming a member. Single Mom, True Crime, thank you for 5 memberships. Whoever gifted those, or whoever received those, please thank Single Mom. Amy in Boston, thank you so much. Whoever received those, again, please thank Amy in Boston. Roxy, thank you. You're an OG, my dear. Love you as well. Thank you, honey. Appreciate you. Thank you all so much for your support on this channel. Means a lot. Now, I want to show you guys a couple things that I've just got in. We're going to talk about a dumpster here in a moment and a landfill. But first, I did want to show you something that's unrelated to Elijah's case, but it is another case that we have been covering and been covering extensively. And this is for Audrey Cunningham that I did want to show you. They are bringing her home here. Give a moment of silence. Sweet little Audrey. Sweet little Audrey. Okay, caller. Thank you for calling. Are you there? Oh, she hung up. Hold on 1 second. I'll call her back. 1 second, y'all. Hey, caller. Sorry, you're on the air.
I'm sorry, my phone got disconnected.
That's okay. That's okay. I got you.
Can you hear me okay,
Yep,
Justin?
yep.
Or is that...
Just turn off your YouTube in the
I'm just
background.
doing that right now.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just curious.
Mhm.
I know everybody's being really mellow and as good as they can be about like the Elijah Boo case
Mhm.
and the Cunningham case. Now I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Maybe somebody ought to go in there with a pair of bowl cutters and 20 minutes. And I bet you they could get at least Elijah Vu's people to talk.
I feel you.
Sounds morbid, I know.
No, I mean,
but
trust.
You know, there's no reason these babies are dead.
Yeah.
None.
I know.
I've got a 2.5-year-old grandson myself. I know little kids can get on your nerves. But I just read with Elijah that poor baby was made to stand for 1 to 3 hours at a time.
And it's probably worse than that.
I'm sure it is.
Thank you.
I'm sure it is. And I've read on some of these chats that, the father does know, and I guess he's pacing and he's very upset, which he has every right to be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can make them sellies.
Yeah. Let him work it out.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I love your show, Justin. I really do. And I think you're awesome.
Thank
but
you.
But you are so nice.
Well, I try to. Well, there's sometimes there's things that I would like to say, but I can't.
Yeah, I understand.
So
I'm sorry, it's just one grandparent's opinion.
no.
Thank you for hearing me.
Of course. Of course. Thank you so much for calling.
Bye.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, I get it. Trust me. But it's a little bit of craziness. Do want to show you someone sent this to me. Sent me a couple different things. Hunt's Gap convenience store, 432 Inzer Road. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Wrong one. That was from an old one. All right, let me find it here. That's for another case they sent me. Sorry. All right. 3 different locations that they sent me. Or sorry, 3 different emails. Oh. Sorry, this is regarding a different case apparently. Let me. Okay, sorry. That's for a different case. I apologize. Make sure. By the way, for those of you on the Summer Wells case, someone did send this to me. This is Allie's death certificate, who died related to the Summer Wells case, who just checked herself into rehab after Andre was found. So that is Allie's death certificate. Yeah, sorry about that. I was showing, they just texted me again. Did they use crime scene tape for anything? I just told my husband it must be something serious. Well, Winky, I mean they did use crime scene tape anytime they're searching in areas. They do. Oh, that's nice. Here, I'll show you guys this, especially for locals watching this. If you guys want to go out and support this, hold on, I got to email it to myself. Here we go. Wenzel's Perfect World and Jukebox. Dave has partnered with several years hosting benefits for victims from Hurricane Katrina, tsunami victims in Malaysia, first responder victims, veterans, and other lakeshore humane societies. This Saturday, March 2nd, Richie and Dave have again stepped up to help with the benefit concert for volunteers searching for Elijah. Hundreds of volunteers have been helping authorities search for in the area and should be recognized for their unselfish efforts. All donations for this concert will go to pay for food supplies, etc., for those who have donated their time and effort. Stop by, enjoy some healing music, and donate for the cause. This is at Jukebox Dave's. Saturday, March 2nd, 10 a.m. to whenever. Wenzel's Perfect World, Calmet Avenue, Manitowoc. I can never say it. You know what I'm talking about. They were here for Hurricane Katrina. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you so much, my Dan. Big pillows. Fun to scream into after this live. I truly care for your mental health. And thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to jump off here shortly because my blood sugar is getting low and I need something to eat. I haven't ate today, so I need to eat because I'm feeling a little. So, yeah. Let me just check and see if there's anything else and I will come back later. It's very generous of you. Thank you again. See if there's anything that is dropped in these Elijahs or whatever. One second, bear with me, y'all. Had an appointment earlier that I had to go to and all that. So, yeah, make them stand in the cold shower till they talk. How about that? I agree. Whoever wrote this. Yeah, there's a lot we need to do. All right, guys. Yes, Daisy Love. I agree. I understand. All right, guys. I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go grab something to eat and do a few things. I will be back in a little bit. I appreciate you all truly. We're not going to stop till we get justice for Elijah. Just like we're not going to stop until we get justice till we got justice for Audrey, till we get justice for Summer, until we get justice for Michael Vaughn and the rest of these babies. I appreciate each and every single one of you in your time and your compassion. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Love you guys. Goodbye.